Hi, everybody. It's Helen McConnell here from helenmcconnell.com. Here in Portland, we have kind of gone from this warm October to this really cold November. It was 40 degrees today, all of a sudden, after a very dry, warm October. So we're bundling up, and our minds, collectively and individually, are switching toward the holidays. In our family, we celebrate Thanksgiving and a little bit of Christmas. We don't do too much, but Thanksgiving, we always have a meal together. And I was thinking today about sugar because I'm addicted to sugar. I don't always eat it in the obvious forms, but I'm addicted to having sweet things. If I'm not eating actual sugar, I'm eating sweet fruit and things like that. So I got to thinking, what would it be like to be sugar-free? I've done it a few times, but I've hardly ever maintained it for any length of time, and I think I'm ready. How about you? It's kind of a scary thing to think of just before the holidays, but I'm going to consider it. So here are some of the things that I'm thinking about and using tapping to think about. So, and you can do this with me. The first thing you want to do is think, what am I afraid of? And for most of us, it's not the actual, it's the feeling of deprivation that we might get, that we are not having it right now, but later when everyone else is sitting around eating dessert, we may feel deprived, as if we're not getting something that we deserve or we should have or we want. And so we have to really turn that thinking on its head. We have to turn it upside down and think, what am I looking forward to being sugar-free? So I'm just going to do a series of videos on going sugar-free, and you can tap along with me. And by sugar-free, I don't just mean not adding sugar to things, but I mean being really careful about which things I eat that may have different forms of sugar in them. I don't eat a lot of processed food, but I'm going to even consider giving up dairy and gluten, at least for a month or so, as my body adjusts to going sugar-free. But here is what I'm looking forward to: more energy, more mental clarity, more inspiration. Those are probably the big things. And losing a little weight would be nice too. But that would just be a wonderful side benefit of not eating sugar. But they say that the average American eats, just an incredible amount of sugar, 22 teaspoons a day per person. That's a lot of sugar. And over a course of a year, it's some incredible 25 pounds or something. And so wouldn't it be great to be free? So let's just do our first round of tapping on this video and just say, we'll tap on the fear of going sugar-free. What am I afraid of? Okay, and I'll list all the things that I can think of. Just say, even though, and you repeat after me, even though I'm afraid to go sugar-free, especially at this time of the year, everything is centered around sweets at this time of the year. But I love and accept myself completely. Even though I'm afraid to go sugar-free, I'm afraid of that feeling of deprivation. But I'm thinking about all the benefits of going sugar-free. And I love and accept myself. And even though it may not be really easy to go sugar-free, this one thing may and probably will completely change my life. Okay, now we tap around. Going sugar-free on the eyebrow. It sounds so ominous. Side of the eye, but what if it doesn't have to be that heavy a deal? Under the eye. What if I can devote myself to this? Under the nose and use tapping and change my life forever. Collarbone, going sugar-free. Under the arm, especially just before the holidays. Top of the head. What are you, crazy? This just isn't the time to do this. Side of the eye. And yet it's the best time to do this. Under the eye. Going sugar-free. Under the nose. Taking sugar out of my diet and out of my body. On the chin. I can use tapping to detox. Collarbone, and I can heighten my awareness so that I can detox more consciously. Under the arm, going sugar-free. All right, just take a deep breath there. And if you'd like to join me on this journey, check in here. Here's to your wonderful new self.